Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. There's 3 definitions though, possibly even 4 definitions for, yes, BLM, Black Lives Matter. The first is the surface level definition, which was what a lot of social justice warriors were in the midst of tackling, right? Justice for George Floyd, justice for Sandra Bland. Remember that? Justice for Trayvon Martin. Remember that? That was originally what Black Lives Matter on the surface level was tackling, or at least presenting to us. But there's other definitions to Black Lives Matter too. Let's look at the word black, because you understand that while many of us would like to associate with what we call black, like to say I'm a black person, but technically you understand no one is actually black, at least not on this planet. There's and we'll get into other videos about there being actual black people. It doesn't have anything to do with race, but there is, or, alleged to be people who are actually pitch black, like Vanta black, like black hole in the universe black. No pigment whatsoever, just 100% what we would call void or empty space. So that's that with black. When you go into the character known as dark energy, the scientific community understands this as the animator of all dark matter, dark energy, which is associated with a consciousness. So anything that's associated with a consciousness becomes a person. It can be personified, personalized, right? So one definition, the other definition of black, because you understand that there's really no place or country called black. There's no technical nationality called black, just like there's technically no nationality called white either. You can either be Polish, Italian, Irish, etc. But none of those lands or continents are called white. Just like anybody from Africa, you could be, Zimbabwe, Egyptian, and the like. You can be Moroccan. But you notice that there's no one over there who lives in a place that's called black. You understand that? There's no village called black. They don't speak a dialect or a language called black either. All right? So now when you take all of that into consideration, now you look at another term of black meaning occult, like left hand versus right hand. Right hand is considered white or white magic. Black is left hand or black magic. The left. Those lives matter too, all who are into what is called the black arts. They will consider themselves actually black. They're not saying that they're African American by saying that they're black. When they're saying they're black, it's pertaining to the black flame and the black society, like the black brotherhood. But it doesn't have anything to do with nationality. It doesn't have anything to do with race. It doesn't have anything to do necessarily with color. But it does have a lot to do with creed. So you have the black creed, the black flame. Those lives matter for 2 reasons. One is there was a lot of allegations, situations, reports where there was just some very dark practices that happened on the left hand in the occult community in the black sector. Not black as in race, remember, but black as in creed. Those in the dark arts, which is another term for black. So those lives matter too, because there are people that are coming from that side of things that are not hellraisers. They're not hellraisers. They just caught on to the truth about white magic very early on, and they saw very early on a demon sitting in the place of God, which was what a lot of religious demiurges were infected and affected by. So that is another form of black. Those lives that are being brought into the middle by those who are maybe coming from the right hand side, who really have that universal Christ consciousness love, that real unified all spirit type of love, that real magnanimous type of very unconditional love that receives all in one, come as you are. Those kind of people who can really be a template, who can really be magnanimous, who can really be transparent, who can really show up translucent. who can really be transcendental in their prose and in their approach. Black. So you're bringing that side in. And then another form of black is being covert. Covert lives matter. People who know how to protect their business, protect their personal interests, who know how to not be vulnerable, right? Those who know how to self-preserve and protect themselves. They have to go black sometimes, not letting the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Sometimes they have to go black, not letting everybody know about their business, because some people who are dream catchers are really dream killers. Going black. Black lives matter. They have to be occult, covert. They have to be hidden sometimes. They have to be cryptic sometimes. Sometimes they can't lay all of their cards on the table because the person that they're playing the card game with might be a trickster or a cheat. So now comes the possible fourth definition of Black Lives Matter, which is Samael the Black, representing the awakened ones who took the venom of the Most High, which is comparable to a shot of liquor, is really just a spiritual, psychological awakening to the truth, to see that both the red and the blue pill, like I said in another video, are both dream worlds. Neither one of them are pointing to the real world. The real world is no pill. It's not blue, it's not red, it's not green, it's not purple, it's not black, it's not pink, it's not orange, it's not silver, it's not gold. The real world is a no pill. Because this world is on no chill, so it needs no pill. No pill for no chill. Right? So that is the possible fourth definition of Black Lives Matter. So whether you're African American, you associate yourself with copper colored skin and you designate that as black, you still matter. If you're coming from the left hand side and you're not part of the religious communities, your life still matters. If you're coming from just being off the grid and living very black, just going dark off the grid, your life matters. Those who are in infernal regions, who have been possibly betrayed according to other mythologies, right? Being cast out of a perfect place, but still being in a perfect state. Your lives matter. Life itself matters in all of its different facets. It's just a matter of putting the pieces together. Super T Sigma, over and out.